My name is Audrey Wilson.
My name is Gladys Watts-Tunnell.
My name is Leticia Glimp, and I've had neuropathy since 2011.
I'm an athlete, so I would hike, I would ride my bike.
I could do everything. I mean, I was a workaholic. Work.
With the symptoms that came about, I was no longer able to do most of those things.
Having neuropathy has completely stopped me from living my life.
I kept feeling like sharp sensation pains through my feet, and I couldn't figure out what was going on, and my legs would swell right before I'm looking at my legs, and they were just swelling, and I was like, something is wrong.
It felt like I was walking on glass. It felt like I was walking on needles.
My balance was gone. I am a dancer who couldn't balance.
My whole life was turned upside down. I wanted to, not want to say this, but I didn't want to live anymore because I was in so much pain.
I was recommended to go in to a neurologist, and they did all of their diagnosis and told me I had neuropathy. And the neurologist wanted to put me on some kind of depression medicine.
The reason why it went so long was because I was never told that there was something that I could do.
I first heard about the treatment from my mom, who read it in the newspaper.
My husband brought in the mail something that I could do. And there was this envelope, and it had my name written on it. Everything that was on there for symptoms, I was experiencing. I said, where did this come from? And I just started crying. And I said, baby, this is nobody but God. This is nobody but God.
Once I got here, I met Rob. He is the sweetest guy you ever can meet. And and Lilia, they really looked at me and seen all the pain in my face.
First of all, I thought everybody was really nice. That was very nice.
They really seem like they really care about you. And they're always come and hi, how is your day? How are you feeling? How are you doing today? Even the receptionists, they're really, really great. It's almost like a home away from home kind of deal. You feel so comfortable here. I never thought that I would ever feel so comfortable here.
I started noticing a difference. It was exactly the second month that I came that I was starting to walk without my cane. Take a little bitty steps without it. And I was like, nah, maybe it's in my head, I'm tripping. And then I did it, and I was like, oh no, I can't walk without my cane. And it didn't hurt. I had a little limp, but that limp became normal, and I was walking regular. I was so happy. It took 2 months doing this program, and I was walking without that cane. I couldn't believe it. That was a miracle.
I was supposed to teach a very large class how to dance. I was in so much pain before, I didn't know how I was going to teach the class. And after one treatment, I managed and I had fun, and the students loved the class. So after one treatment, I found myself hoping. I was able to stand on my own feet. I had my balance. I was able to teach this class, and that gave me a huge amount of hope.
This is my 4th week, and I'm already driving myself again. I'm not walking on glass or needles anymore. My toes are starting to uncurl. My big toe doesn't hurt nowhere near as much as it used to.
When I found this treatment, I found some answers that worked for me.
The treatments that I've received here have given me my life back.
This place, did a good thing for me. That's all I can't praise it any more than what I've done, because I know that they changed my life, and I know whoever comes here, they're gonna be helped. All you gotta do is believe. Just believe this place works.
Hi, I'm Dr. Minayan, and today we're here with one of our former patients.
I'm Nancy Fuqua, and I finished treatment a couple months ago.
We're here today to teach you how to do grocery shopping and where to spend most of your time. What you want to do is spend most of your time at the perimeter of the grocery store versus the aisles.
You don't want to spend your time in the center part of the grocery store because that's where you get into trouble. That's where all the processed food, boxed food, canned food is, and that's not where you want to be.
All right, so we're going to start with our first basket here. We're going to introduce you to some of the organic product. At any time that organic is available to you, make sure you go with the organic option. This is organic lettuce. Over here we have sweet potato, which is a great alternative for white potatoes. Over here we have zucchini here. We're going to teach you how to make the noodles later. And kale here is great for smoothies. We'll teach you how to make those too.
This is our fruit basket, yay, one of my favorite. This has your strawberries, any kind of berries are really good, like blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, all of them are delicious. And the reason what makes them so nice is because they're naturally sweetened, but they don't spike your sugar. We also have apples, and it's suggested that you eat green apples.
Yes, you want to avoid the red ones and the yellow ones, so green is the better option here. They have less sugar.
There you go. And then these are our stone fruit. That means that they have a seed in them. And so you want to eat peaches, nectarines, plums, all of those kind of fruits. We also have bananas. These are perfectly ripened right now and ready to eat.
Yes. Once they turn brown, make sure you avoid them because the sugar doubles in the brown ones.
Okay. And this is, y'all know what celery is. And this here is jicama. A lot of people don't know what jicama is, but jicama is delicious. It's really crisp and fresh. And so jicama is something that if you're not familiar with it, you might want to bring it into your diet. And this is a spaghetti squash, a huge one. We're going to show you how to do something with that also a little later.
Before we move to the next basket, I want to talk about if organic products are not available to you, make sure you buy one of these so you wash your fruits and vegetables with it so you don't get sick.
Awesome.
All right, so over here we have organic mushrooms. Make sure that you're making your sides with mushrooms or green beans, asparagus. These are great options versus the canned ones, correct?
Right. Too high in sodium, and they don't taste good. If you just steam these, you know, they're so fresh and crispy and good.
And avocados, they're great because they're high in omega-3s. They help us with the neuropathy.
Right. And then you have tomatoes. Obviously, tomatoes are wonderful. We also have our citrus, which is lemon and limes, which are great. We have some beautiful bell peppers that just can add flavor to a lot of dishes. And we have our cilantro. And one thing that a lot of people don't know about is this is riced cauliflower. And you can take a cauliflower and you can make mashed potatoes, and you can also have this as a rice alternative. And what's nice is you're still getting the same texture of food that you're used to eating. This isn't a comprehensive list of all the fruits and vegetables you can enjoy. You will be given this list, and it tells you what to enjoy and what to avoid. It's awesome to put it on your refrigerator to be a good reminder. Next, we're going to get into our proteins and how you should shop for those.
Okay, so in purchasing your proteins, make sure that you are looking at the labels. For poultries, chicken and turkey, make sure you're looking for organic labels. Also for cage-free and free-range chicken. Same goes with your eggs. Make sure that they have all these labels written on them. Organic, they're cage-free, and free-range. So you're not getting all the excessive hormones and antibiotics that your body doesn't
And it's so important to become familiar and feel comfortable about reading labels. So this one, for example, says we never use antibiotics, synthetic hormones, toxic pesticides, or GMOs. So all these things are important for you to become familiar with. When you're purchasing beef, what you want to look for is grass-fed and no antibiotics. That's really important. Okay, and then when it comes to seafood, what's most important is you want no farm raised. You don't want any dyes, and you don't want any added flavors. Okay, colorings, all that stuff is not good for you. You want to make sure that it says that it's wild. Okay?
So for bacon, a lot of people like bacon with their breakfast. bacon is not good source of fats, and it causes inflammation. So a good alternative is turkey bacon. You make sure you read the organic label on it. Make sure that it is free of nitrates, free of any additives, like Nancy said, and enjoy your breakfast with bacon.
When it comes to deli meats, it's really, you have to be careful. So what I suggest is that you really read the labels and make sure that you know what you're taking in. You don't want any antibiotics. You know, there are a lot of things that you don't want to be in your deli meats. Deli meats are high in sodium and a lot of bad things. So this is where learning how to read your labels comes in, and it's very important.
So if you cannot pronounce it or don't know what it is, you shouldn't be consuming it.
Yes. Okay, these next items we're going to share with you, you can actually go into the forbidden part of the market in the center aisles. That's where you'll find these items.
So if you're missing your rice and you're missing that texture, quinoa is a great alternative for that. It is prepared the same way, but make sure you're having it in moderation, not too much of it. Also here we have chia seeds. Chia seeds are great because they're non-GMO and they are rich in fiber, omega-3s. They're great in your smoothies and on salad, on just about anything, sometimes even in water. Most beans are good, but in moderation again. Make sure that they are, you're avoiding the refried beans in lard. Yeah.
And then we come into the nut area, okay? Nuts, they're delicious and we love them. One of the biggest mistaken things is that peanuts, first of all, are a legume and you're not supposed to have them. They're the worst part for you. So instead of having peanut butter, you should have almond butter. And also we have roasted pistachios and almonds. Also delicious from Hawaii are macadamia nuts with sea salt. Salt is very important, and you want to make sure that you have sea salt, because iodized is not good. It's not good for you. Always use sea salt. So when you have your nuts, you want to make sure that you have sea salt, okay? Now a lot of us, you know, we still like to have sweet. And so sweet is very important. The one thing that you want to do is use stevia. It's organic, and you want to avoid any artificial sweeteners. Honey is another great source when you need a little bit of sweetening, right?
Yes, because your body doesn't recognize the artificial kind, so this will be processed in your body, whereas artificials don't.
There you go. That's awesome. Next thing that we're going to move over to is oils. Oils are very important. You want to make sure that you're using olive oil, coconut oil. They can be liquid or you can use them in spray as well. And they can be sprayed on a lot of things, even salads and things like that. The things you want to avoid when it comes to oils is shortening and vegetable oils, which traditionally we use a lot of. The next that you want to become familiar with, and once again, there's read labels, is butter. If butter is grass-fed, it's okay. If it's not okay, and you should use ghee.
So if you're missing your cereal, coconut flakes are great. Jillian Bakery has them, Amazon Prime has them, also Whole Foods. They go with these great with your coconut and almond milk. So you want to stay away from dairy products like we talked about in our nutrition class. So we want to make sure that we're going with these products. They're not causing any inflammation, intestinal inflammation. Also for yogurt products, the coconut yogurt is great. It tastes good, and you can add any of the cereal or anything in there as well, make it a breakfast or a parfait.
I even like it sometimes in the evening in replacement of ice cream. I put some of the fresh berries in it, and it's awesome. And if you're missing your crunchy part, which I do miss that. You know, chips are natural chips, and they're very, very good. They have no GMO, and they are a great replacement for potato chips, because potato chips are what you don't want to eat. So they're made with fresh vegetables, and I actually love them. This has become one of my favorites and has replaced it when I need that crunch.
So if you like your protein powder as your meal replacement or your breakfast, this is one of your best options out there. It is raw and organic. It is vegan, dairy-free, and of course it's got a lot of nutrients and vitamins that keeps you full throughout the day.
Over here we have kombucha. Kombucha is great for your digestive system, helps you digest your food. It's great for your GI. Green tea is great, hot or cold. It's got a lot of antioxidants. It's a good alternative, no sugar.
And one of the things I want to make sure that you're warned about is when it says gluten-free does not always mean it's good for you. Once again, you have to read the labels because this particular product has cornstarch, potato starch, and these things are not helpful to you. And last but not least, the most important is water. Water hydrates you, keeps you from getting dehydrated, and is the best natural thing for you.
Now this concludes our grocery shopping tour. Now you have all the alternatives of the bad foods that you had before got you into this condition. Now you have all these healthy choices to make this big change in your life and a healthy lifestyle.
I did it. It's a lifestyle change. I'm feeling so much better. I know you can do it too.
My name is Audrey Wilson. I have had neuropathy for years. I'm an athlete, so I would hike, I would ride my bike, I would swim, I would dance, I would do Pilates. I'm an artist, so I would draw, paint, things like that. With the symptoms that came about, I was no longer able to do most of those things. I was not able to walk for very long. At its worst, if I was going to be on my feet for a while, I would have to be in a wheelchair. When I did walk, I walked very slowly. My balance was gone. I am a dancer who couldn't balance. My hands, at my worst, I couldn't write my own name. I couldn't get toothpaste out of the toothpaste tube. When you're designed to dance and you can't, that's my livelihood, that's where I get my joy. You take that away and what's left? The symptoms, feeling-wise, were tingling, like when your feet fall asleep. It was like that, but hot at the same time, so fiery, cramping, hot. But ironically, at the same time, I couldn't feel other parts. So I'd be mixed symptoms a little bit. Yeah, it changed everything in a not positive way. I was recommended to go in to a neurologist, and they did all of their diagnosis and told me I had neuropathy. And the neurologist wanted to put me on some kind of depression medicine, and I found that didn't make sense to my brain. So I didn't do what they told me I had to do. I just thought I could fight my way through it and come out okay on the other end. I first heard about the treatment from my mom, who read it in the newspaper, and she clipped the article and saved it for me, and I called in. That was how I found out about it. When I first met the people in the office, I first of all thought everybody was really nice. That was very nice. I'm a little bit skeptical after so many years of having troubles, so I was still skeptical. When sitting down and they did the doctor met with me and did the first initial testing, and then I met with a gentleman who explained the course. I started feeling a little bit more confident, a little bit more comfortable. I first started to notice a difference right away, like the first session. I met on Friday, and the following, either Monday, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, I was a guest teacher at UC Irvine at the college, and I was supposed to teach a very large class how to dance. I was in so much pain before, I didn't know how I was going to teach the class. And after one treatment, I managed and I had fun, and the students loved the class. So after one treatment, I found myself hoping. I was able to stand on my own feet, I had my balance, I was able to teach this class, and that gave me a huge amount of hope. The staff and the care, the doctors, everybody's so kind. Took special interest in me individually. Every time I arrived, I felt like I was part of the family, which is really nice. They were fabulous. My quality of life has improved tremendously. I've given back the wheelchair that I was borrowing. I'm dancing again. I'm teaching dance still. And I've been going out social dancing. Not a lot, but I'm actually out social dancing. Picking up the tango again, which I haven't done in years. I can write my name. I can get toothpaste out of the tube of toothpaste. There's so much I can do now that I couldn't do just a few months ago that I didn't know if I was ever going to get to do again. I can now. When I found this treatment, I found some answers that worked for me. Check out Optimal Health, check out this treatment and learn about it and see if it's what will work for you, because it did work for me. It has helped me tremendously, and I can't say enough about that.
Before I started treatment, I was feeling like my feet had big socks on them. I couldn't really tell what they had on them. I couldn't really feel them. So I'd have to look at them and see if socks were on, something was over them, and most of the time, no. It just felt like that. So I was getting kind of worried that this is progressing and I'm not going to be able to walk someday. So I decided I need to look into this. During my treatment, maybe the 5th treatment, I was able to bend my toes. And I can't even remember when I last could bend my toes. So I was ecstatic, and now I try to bend them all the time. It took probably, I think, 4 or 5 treatments probably before I noticed anything. Once I started feeling the changes, I started going shopping more and enjoying it, because before it was hard even to stand in stores and stuff, and anyone that has this problem can relate to that. I still hold on to a cart, but I'm able to go into a store longer and walk around and feel comfortable. If there's people out there that have been going through the same problems with their feet, I would highly recommend this program, because I have noticed little changes. Like I said, I'm only on my 7th treatment, and it's only going to get better.
I had trouble with my balance and had tingling sensation. My symptoms were burning sensation in my feet and my legs, and I had dizziness because my balance was messed up. During my treatment, first 2 weeks, I had less of tingling and numbness, and I was able to sleep through the night and not able to get up so many times. My tingliness and numbness and pain went away, and my balance really improved. I can kind of do work till 4 or 5 hours continuously. When I was like, I could stand only for 1 hour or 2 hours, but now it's kind of doubled my energy level. It is not that they're gonna cheat you or, do some mistreatment, but they will certainly tell you where you stand and how long you need to take a treatment in order to get better.
This is the Body Reboot LED light pad. Your Body Reboot light comes with one LED light pad and one power cord. The Body Reboot light exclusively utilizes 635 wavelength red light and is designed to be easily applied to the midsection, thighs, or arms. Research shows that the 635 wavelength is optimal for body sculpting. The Body Reboot light pad is a flexible LED light device designed to increase circulation, decrease pain, and promote recovery. To use, just plug in and hold power for 3 seconds to turn on lights. Now, please note, it is important that you do not stand on the lights. And when storing the light, do not fold it, only roll, as damage will occur to the light unit and void the warranty if folded. When it's time to clean the light, use an alcohol wipe or spray on cloth and wipe down. Do not spray directly onto the unit or wash in water. Enjoy your Bedrock light, and thank you for watching.
Today I'm going to show you how to cut an onion so easy and quick you won't have time to cry about it. First thing you're going to do is peel it, okay? Make sure that you leave the root because that's going to hold it together while you're cutting it, okay? Set this side aside, and then you're going to make 2 slices. One in about right here and one about right here. Then, depending on how wide you want them, you're going to cut long, even strokes like this. Turn it, okay? And then dice it. And they can be however thick you want your onion. It depends on what you're making, okay? Done. That easy.
My name is Gladys Watts Donnell, and I've had neuropathy. I noticed the symptoms last year when it got to the point that I couldn't walk anymore. But how long I've had it prior, I don't know. Before I had neuropathy, me and my husband would go dancing every Sunday. I had my freedom. I could get in my truck and go where I wanted to go. Having neuropathy has completely stopped me from living my life, period. It felt like I was walking on glass. It felt like I was walking on needles. I mean, I actually had my husband digging in my feet, trying to find glass. I had gotten to the point where I couldn't even walk anymore. I was bedridden. My big toe on my right foot hurt me so bad that I couldn't even let the sheet touch my toe. I felt like I was dying. The reason why it went so long was because I was never told that there was something that I could do. It was just, that's just it. I really, really felt like I was dying. I really did. 6 weeks ago, my husband brought in the mail, and there was this envelope, and it had my name written on it. There was no return address. There was no information stating where the letter came from. So I opened up the letter. When I read it, everything that was on there for symptoms I was experiencing. I said, where did this come from? And I just started crying. And I said, baby, I said, this is nobody but God. This is nobody but God. Because only God knew what place I was in my life before I got that card in the mail. There was nobody but God. When I first came here to treatment, everybody was so nice. They really seem like they really care about you. And they're always come and hi, how's your day? How are you feeling? How you doing today? Even the receptionists, they're really, really great. It's almost like a home away from home kind of deal. You know, you feel so comfortable here. I never thought that I would ever feel so comfortable here. But I do. I look forward to coming to my treatments. This is my 4th week, and I'm already driving myself again. I'm not walking on glass or needles anymore. My toes are starting to uncurl. My big toe doesn't hurt nowhere near as much as it used to. And I'm even, with the exercises that we have to do, it's helped strengthening me. And I'm even to the point where I don't use my walker at home anymore. The treatments that I've received here have given me my life back. If I knew somebody that had neuropathy, first of all, I would tell them about this place, these great people, the wonderful treatments, and let them know that they too can get their life back. That is not the end of the world, that you're not dying. There is hope. It's not a cure, but it can be sustained, treatable, and you can get your life back.
My name is Teresa McKay. I live in Apple Valley, California. I went to the doctor and he sent me to a neurologist and they diagnosed me with the neuropathy. I just started feeling the tingling and my legs burning, and my hands started getting bad. I couldn't write. I couldn't pick up things with my hands. I couldn't brush my kids' hair. I was in chronic pain every day. I couldn't even sleep at night. I would lay in bed and be like, God, why is this happening, Lord? I was very healthy before. And then to not be able to walk, I was just ready to give up. I wanted to die.
She was in the bed and she couldn't get out, literally could not get out because she had no balance. I couldn't do this anymore. I couldn't see her just lying there. I gotta do something because this is not my sister. I'm not gonna sit here and watch her die because she had already given up. I loved her so much. And the Lord just sent that commercial to me. And if it wasn't for that commercial and her coming faithfully doing her part because you guys are doing your part, she wouldn't be that sweet.
One night she calls me, I saw this infomercial, it was late at night and they can help you, sister.
From there, her life just got better.
Started coming here, I would come in a wheelchair, and the second treatment I got, I noticed something different, and I was out of the room. My kids they were excited because I was sitting with them at the table, interacting. My daughter comes in and says, Mom, I think this is working. And by the 3rd, 4th treatment, by the 5th treatment, I was walking with the walker. No more wheelchair. Like the last 4 or 5 treatments, I started walking in by myself. You have to really commit to wanting this, because if you don't do your part, it doesn't work. It's amazing. I feel more alive. My kids are more excited. Don't take my pain pills like I used to. thank God for her looking for that infomercial, because otherwise I wouldn't have been here and I wouldn't have gotten as far as I've gotten.
You guys are our superheroes. You guys have brought my sister from the bed to being alive. There's no way of paying you guys back for all of this. If you don't do your part, follow the recipes, follow what the doctor tells you, do what he says, and I guarantee you'll be feeling more better than you are now. You guys make the impossible possible. There's not enough money in the world that can just pay to have my sister back the way she is. This place is awesome.
Yes. If you can do it, because it will change your life. Thank God my sister found it, because like I said, I'd be dead.
This is our Pro Series Footlight. The Bedrock Bioscience Light Pad is a flexible infrared light device designed to increase circulation, decrease pain, and promote recovery. The Bedrock Bioscience Pro Series Footlight with pulse magnetic technology is an infrared and red light device that has 180 diodes, with half being 660 nanometer and half being 880 nanometer. These are the lights that you cannot see with the naked eye. These are used to promote recovery and provide pain relief while increasing blood flow to the areas being treated. It's designed to be easily applied to the feet, leg, hands, and arms. It will also help provide relaxation of muscles and relief of symptoms of muscle spasms. In turn, it will also relieve aches and pains associated with arthritis. Made of a rubberized textile material, the device is flexible and made to conform to the shape of the body part that is being treated. Using straps that are flexible, it's able to be tightly strapped in place for the duration of the 30-minute treatment time. To use your light, plug in and press both power buttons to turn on both the light and the magnet. An indicator light will come on and then turn blue when both the light and magnet are powered on. Do not stand on lights. When preparing to store, do not fold, only roll, as damage will occur to the light unit and void the warranty. Store in the case properly when not in use. To clean, use an alcohol wipe or spray on the cloth and wipe down. Do not spray directly onto the unit or wash in water. Enjoy your Bedrock light, and thank you for watching.
Before I began the treatment, I was having severe pain in my feet, but they were also very, very numb. I was having muscle cramps at night, my toes were contracting all the time, and I could barely walk into a store. I was in a lot of pain. The changes I noticed during the treatment were that I started getting feeling back in my feet. It was slow. I wasn't really realizing how much feeling I was getting back until they did some more testing. When I first came, I was totally numb. I didn't feel any heat or prickling. After the treatment, I could feel heat, I could feel sensations. I had a significant improvement in my numbness. My quality of life is dramatically improved. I'm able to go on vacation, go to Disneyland, walk the city of San Francisco. I can do everything I used to be able to do with no pain in my feet. I was a professional ice skater and a competitive ice skater as an adult. As my feet started to deteriorate, I wasn't able to skate anymore. My balance was affected. It was actually dangerous for me to skate. I think in the second or third week, I went to the ice rink and skated after not skating for about 3 or 4 years. And I was able to skate well without any balance issues. And I continue to skate once or twice a week now. Yeah, it worked really well for me, and I would encourage anyone who's having a neuropathy issue to explore coming and becoming a part of this program.
Bell pepper is a little difficult to cut, so I'm going to show you today. So you're going to take it, and using a serrated knife helps a lot on this part. Don't throw these parts away though, because they're very edible and still really good. Then we're going to go ahead and take a paring knife, slice it in half, and cut out all of the seeds and this white part here. Remove that all out and discard that. You're not going to eat that part. Then we're going to slice it into strips. And you have a choice. You can pack them up like this. You can dice them into smaller pieces depending on how you're going to use them.
Hi, my name is Leticia Glimp, and I've had neuropathy since 2011. Before I had neuropathy, I could do everything. I mean, I was a workaholic, work, nonstop. I was on the go, doing things. And then it got to the point I started slowing down. The pain, it just gradually was coming. I kept feeling like sharp sensation pains through my feet, and I couldn't figure out what was going on, and my legs would swell right before I'm looking at my legs, and they were just swelling, and I was like, something is wrong. And I would go to the doctor, but they kept saying it was just I was stressed out and just give me some medicine. And so for 2 years, I went through this, and then one morning, I woke up at 2 in the morning, and I seen a neuropathy commercial on TV, and it was like it was a God-sent blessing because I needed that. Because totally, I was about to be amputated, my leg. And I came here, and they saved me. You know, the pain was so bad, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't stand, I couldn't lay. Most I sleep at night was an hour, and I'm up. Because of my neuropathy, I couldn't do my housework like I usually do it. Laundry, I needed help to get in and out the bathtub and the shower. It was just crazy. My whole life was turned upside down. I wanted to, not want to say this, but I didn't want to live anymore because I was in so much pain. And I didn't want to live my life in pain like that no more. I just wanted it to end, to stop. So actually, this place not only fixed me, it saved me because I really just didn't want to live no more. Once I got here, I met Rob. He is the sweetest guy you ever can meet. And he really, and Lilia, they really looked at me and seen all the pain in my face. And even though, I thought maybe I couldn't afford it to come, and they was like, we'll work with you. We see that you're serious. And so, he said, you know what? We're going to help you. By the end of the year, you're going to be walking. Because I was engaged, and I was supposed to be getting married at the end of the year. And they said, well, you ain't going to be walking down the aisle with that cane. I said, okay, we going to see. And they're right. It seemed like as time progressed and days went by, every time I come, it's like I was getting better. I can start feeling little sensation. I started noticing a difference. It was exactly the second month that I came that I was starting to walk without my cane. Take a little bitty steps without it. And I was like, nah, maybe it's in my head, I'm tripping. And then I did it, and I was like, oh no, I can't walk without my cane. And it didn't hurt. I had a little limp, but that limp became normal, and I was walking regular. I was so happy. It took 2 months doing this program, and I was walking without that cane. I couldn't believe it. That was a miracle. the staff here, oh, it's like we became one big happy family. When I come, I just light up the whole office because I don't know, it's something about me. I'm just outgoing. When they see me, all I see is a big smile. And that's when I come through the door. They're like, Leticia, and then we all hug and everything. It's like we was one big family. The staff here is great. They all are great. I've never been in any building of, medical building where the employees was so friendly. These doctors here truly, truly care about your well-being and your health, and they want to help, and they don't want to see you in pain, and it shows. Well, now I've been through with treatment for about 4 months, and I never felt better. I can't even lie, I feel good. This place, did a good thing for me. That's all I can't praise it any more than what I've done, because I know that they changed my life, and I know whoever comes here, they're gonna be helped. All you gotta do is believe. Just believe this place works.
A lot of times our patients are having difficulty standing for long periods of time and cooking. For that reason, we came up with crockpot recipes. Today we're gonna be making crockpot fajitas. So we have 4 pieces of chicken breast. We have, for spices, we have cumin, we have chili powder, we have salt and paprika. We have 1 cup of pico de gallo. We have 1 can of green chili, 1 lime, white and red onion, and we have 2 bell peppers. When ready, just throw them all in here. So we have 4 pieces of chicken breast. We have 1 cup of pico de gallo, 1 can of green chili. For spices, we have paprika, cumin. We have salt here, and chili powder. So we have 1 lime, white onions and red onions. Then we have 2 bell peppers. Turn it on for 5 hours. When it's done, just slice up your chicken, shred them, and then you have your fajita. Now that it's ready, we're gonna remove our chicken and shred it. And we're gonna use these lettuce cups instead of our tortilla, our traditional tortilla. These are much healthier choices. We're gonna enjoy our fajita. The first smoothie is our Pucker Up smoothie. The flavors here are very tart and sweet, and they counterbalance one another. We have our honey, we have our lime, we have our coconut milk, so they all balance out really well in this one. So what you need is 1 cup of greens, 1 teaspoon of honey, raw organic honey, make sure you read the labels. We have our lime and lemon, 1 of each, 1/4 of avocado, and 1 cup of coconut milk. And it's that simple, healthy, and delicious. Our next smoothie is a little creamier. So for this one, remember, for any of them, if you want to make it a breakfast, just add a scoop of protein powder in there. It will make a great meal replacement for your breakfast. So for this next one, we're gonna be having 1 full green apple, 1/2 a frozen banana, dash of cinnamon. We have green tea here, but make sure it is unsweetened. That's the key here. We're gonna add a cup of frozen greens here. It's not fitting enough. All right. And now it's ready within a minute. So this is our Green Clean smoothie. This one is loaded with vitamins and minerals. So for this one, we're gonna have a cup of greens. And of course, if you wanna make a bigger serving, you can get the bigger cups. We have one kiwi, one full green apple, and a celery stalk. 1 cup of water. And there, you have your green smoothie.
This is our everyday smoothie that we're going to make today. And it's simple. You just start out with a handful of your frozen greens, put them in, grab a banana, half a banana, and then you're going to put your favorite frozen berries in. So it makes it very simple. You're also going to add a scoop of your protein mix in here. Work that all in. And then we're going to fill it up with water. Get as much water as we can in there. There we go. Then we're going to seal it up and blend. Sounds to me like it's blended. And then you're going to open it up. Get your favorite glass to drink it out of and enjoy.
I am Philip Walker, and I'm of an advanced age, and because of my diabetes, I began having neuropathy, and it was in my right foot was the worst part of my body that had neuropathy. I had very little of it in my left hand, and it kept getting worse and worse. I was unable to sleep well for an entire night, and during the day, there were many times when the pain was disturbing to me, and I couldn't really have a good time day or night. I'm very impressed with the treatments. My life has improved so much that I am almost unable to believe what's going on. I have had relief from the numbness, the shooting pains. I'm totally free of the symptoms of the neuropathy. My right foot has improved 99%. The doctors are fabulous, but the assistants who help you with everything else, including setting up the treatments and seeing that you're comfortable, are so friendly and knowledgeable. Everybody seems to have a background in terms of knowing about the neuropathy and how the equipment's going to help and things like that. I used to walk for exercise. Since the neuropathy started, and I got a broken foot as well, I have not been able to walk, and that's a sad thing. However, now that my neuropathy is gone, I'm beginning to walk again for my exercise. There was a time when I couldn't stay in my own condo because it was 3-level, and I had to rent a 1-level condo for 2 years. Now I'm back in the condo and I'm walking up and down. I'm thrilled with the results. I can do anything without feeling any of those symptoms, so I'm free to be who I am.
If you're like me, I used to love pasta, but I have found a healthy alternative. It's zucchini. So this is called a spiralizer, and what you do is you cut off the end of the zucchini, make sure that you put it in the center, and put the spikes in this end, and we're gonna make noodles. And they just flow out so easily. It's awesome. They're absolutely delicious. That easy. Okay, so now that we have made our zoodles, we're gonna go ahead and cook them. So what you're gonna wanna do is, sometimes I like to take kitchen shears because sometimes they're a little long and you can cut them. So in a pan, you're gonna, under medium heat, you're going to go ahead and put some olive oil in, and you're gonna go ahead and dump these in, and you're gonna cook them. It's that simple. We'll add a little bit of salt and pepper, okay? To give them some flavor. You're gonna cook these for about 5 minutes until they're al dente. And al dente means however you like them. I tend to like mine a little crispy. And so you just keep stirring them, let them cook. You'll cook them until they're al dente, and al dente can be however you enjoy them. I like them when they're still a little bit crunchy. You're gonna stir them and let them set and cook, and then they're gonna be awesome. This is our second alternative to pasta. This is called a spaghetti squash, and what you're gonna wanna do is cut it in half. I've already cut this one in half prior, so you just use a nice big knife. However, if it's too difficult for you to cut in half, you're gonna wanna bake it first, then let it cool, and then de-seed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all the seeds out of this one here, and what we're gonna do is we're going to salt and pepper it and spray it with some olive oil, and then we're going to bake it in the oven. So it's that simple. You take all the seeds out, go ahead and spray it. A little bit of olive oil. Let's put some salt and pepper on it. And remember, you're always supposed to use sea salt. And if you are not familiar with sea salt, it's a lot stronger than regular salt, so you need a lot less. Then you're gonna pour just a little bit of water into the pan. Okay, gonna just make sure, we're gonna move it around just a little bit. Go ahead and put our spaghetti squash upside down, and then we're gonna put it in the oven at 375 for 40 minutes. That's simple. Okay, we got our spaghetti squash out of the oven. We want to turn it over so that it doesn't overcook, and we let it cool. And now that it's all done, I'm going to show you how you get your noodles out of it. Oh my goodness, isn't that awesome? So now you have your spaghetti noodles. See? Isn't that amazing? And you just pull your fork through it, turn it around, get the other side, and voila, you have spaghetti. Now we're gonna make our pasta sauce for our vegetable noodles. First, you're gonna start with a nice pan. You're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in there, and then you're going to put in your ground turkey, and you wanna make sure you read your labels once again and use organic, okay? So we're gonna get our turkey going. We're just gonna put it in, and make sure you get it going, nice and sizzling. And you're just gonna let that cook. And in this pan here, first of all, you're gonna put in some olive oil, and then we're going to saute our onions as well, okay? Gonna put those in, let them saute for a little bit. We're going to add in our mushrooms. Once again, you want them to be organic. Okay, we're gonna saute our mushrooms and onions before we add our sauce in. And keep checking on your turkey. You wanna make sure that you get it cooked real well also. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper, and make sure that you're using sea salt, and don't use too much, because if you're not used to sea salt, it's stronger than regular salt. It's up to you. You can drain the juice from the turkey, or you can leave it in there. Either way is fine. When the turkey's done, if your vegetables are not quite sauteed yet, you can just go ahead and turn the turkey off, let it stay warm in the pan. And I think we're almost good to go here. So we're gonna go ahead and add our organic pasta sauce. Make sure you get it all in there. Okay, so once you have your sauce in here, mushrooms, onions, everything's cooked, and your ground turkey is cooked as well, then you're gonna add your turkey into your sauce, and your noodles are done. This is your sauce, and it's gonna be delicious. Okay, and now everything is done. We have our 2 healthy pasta noodle alternatives, our zucchini. And you're gonna want to go ahead and ladle on some of the sauce on both and enjoy.
In treating neuropathy, joint pain, and your intracavernosal penile injections, you are looking to not only increase blood flow, but also function to the area. A highly effective modality is shockwave therapy. Its main assets are fast pain relief and mobility restoration. Together with being a non-surgical therapy with no need for painkillers, this makes it an ideal therapy to speed up recovery and help improve various indications causing acute or chronic pain as well as lack of blood flow. Now, shockwave is actually an oxymoron because this procedure does not actually shock the patient, nor is it related to electricity at all. Shockwave therapy uses radial acoustic waves. These acoustic waves with high energy peaks are used in shockwave therapy to interact with tissues and cause overall medical effects of accelerated tissue repair and cell growth. It also causes the effects of analgesia and mobility restoration. All the processes mentioned in this section are typically employed simultaneously and are used to treat chronic, subacute, and acute conditions. Shockwave therapy stimulates a protein in the body called VEGF, vascular endothelial growth factor. This is a signaling protein that promotes the growth of new blood vessels, also called angiogenesis. Shockwave therapy is phenomenal for joints, both shoulder and knee problems, nerve damage, as well as blood flow to the genital area. By stimulating the creation of new blood vessels, this helps to correct the underlying root cause of the disorder. It also stimulates collagen production and breaks down scar tissue, which is helpful for not only nerve issues, but also joints and muscles. In treating multiple conditions that are a result of degeneration of the body, you are looking to both increase blood flow and function to that specific area you're trying to treat.
I felt before my treatment stiff, really stiff and numb on my feet. I wanted to feel better. The changes I felt during my treatment was almost simultaneously. I started to have a spring in my step, and my stiffness and lead feeling almost went away immediately. Well, I came in and I was concerned about working on my feet all day as a barista. And I noticed at my work that I was able to move easier and the stiffness went away and I felt a lot better. Oh, the staff is so sweet. I love the staff. I would tell another person that they should try it because it works and it certainly helped me tremendously.
Hi, my name is Debbie, and I noticed about 3 years ago that I had tingling and burning and numbness in both my feet.
My name's Linda, and I had neuropathy about 10 years ago. I fell down in a store and it twisted my ligaments and kind of caused nerve damage.
My name is Sherry McCarty. I've had neuropathy for about 15, 20 years. It has gotten progressively worse. It just started in my feet and it's going up my leg. It's in both hands. It's very painful, very difficult to sleep at night when it gets to hurting really bad.
About 3 or 4 years ago, I began experiencing symptoms. Burning, stinging sensation in my feet.
It was just tingling and burning and feet moving all the time, couldn't control them.
Tingling and burning and numbness and discomfort and interfering in your lifestyle, and I thought, that's me. I need to give them a call. And I'm so glad I did.
I had been diagnosed by my regular doctor and a neurologist. And they said, here's a prescription, you have neuropathy. I didn't know what that was. And that's all we can do for you.
I've seen numerous doctors over the years. I've taken numerous medications that I was on about 12 different medications, trying different things with my doctor.
I do have other doctors, and I did discuss this with them, and nobody seemed to have any way to solve this problem.
I was on medicines for neuropathy, which had some pretty nasty side effects.
What my doctor had me on, he only had 2 patients. I was his second patient with neuropathy, so he didn't have any expertise on the condition. All he did was just feed me pain medications.
Well, the prescription didn't help much. And so when I saw the ad, I thought, hey, let me fight back and see what this guy has to offer. So I came here and he told me about the program. I bought into it and I've been happy ever since.
The treatment is painless. Actually, you feel wonderful when you leave. There's a laser treatment, and then there's what I call the wake-up treatment. And it stimulates your feet, and you leave here, your feet are loose and flexible, and that's what it does for me. And it's painless. It's a painless treatment.
I actually look forward to coming to the doctors, where, who actually likes going to the doctors? Nobody does. So anybody that has this, this condition, they should really try it.
After my first treatment, I was able to walk better.
It was nice that somebody had a real treatment for the condition rather than just giving you a pill and saying, well, that's all we can do. So I've been grateful ever since for what he's done for me. I noticed a change in both my feet in 1 week. I was here 3 times that week, and I noticed a tremendous difference.
I feel like I'm much more independent now. In fact, I know I'm much more independent now than I was before I started this treatment. My husband and I had absolutely no idea this kind of a treatment was available.
I'm pain-free and I sleep a lot better.
So I started seeing him. I've been coming here about a month, a little over a month, and my pain level went from a 10 all the way down to maybe half. So now I'm back at work. I got my job back, which makes me really happy. And I've been doing the treatment 4 times a week, and now my pain level, I'm able to go out and enjoy my life. Or before I was bedridden pretty much.
So I was almost chair-bound actually and couldn't walk but 2 or 3 feet without being in a chair. So now I can walk 2 or 3 blocks.
After 5 weeks of treatments, my daughter invited me to go to Las Vegas, and I was reluctant, but I was taking my UGG boots with me because those are the only things I could walk around in at any time. And I ended up spending the whole time in Las Vegas in sandals. And at night, I even wore heels. So I couldn't wait to get back here to let Dr. Caleb and his staff know that this treatment is absolutely phenomenal. And it has been tremendous success for me, although everybody's different. But it has definitely improved my lifestyle. I'm back to walking my dog. For 3 years, I couldn't walk my dog. So now I have happy feet, and you've got nothing to lose. Give him a call. I'm sure he can help you out like he did for me.
Okay, now for desserts. Remember, everything's in moderation, but you get to enjoy. These are our coconut truffle desserts. We've mixed them up. Some of them have almonds, some of them have coconut, and we also have our dark chocolate pudding with raspberries, and they're just delicious.
I'm Nick Ramirez from West Covina, and I've had neuropathy for about 6 or 7 years. I noticed I didn't have good balance, and I couldn't feel the bottom of my feet. I would step on a thorn or something, and I didn't know it until later on, where I'd feel it with my hands, putting on my socks, and there'd be a thorn down there. I hadn't even noticed it was there. So yeah, it was dangerous because I'm a diabetic, so I could get an infection very easily. I go to step on uneven ground, and I would tend to try to fall. So I was starting to use either a shovel or a hoe as a cane, and I even bought a cane for a short time because I didn't have the connection. I went to a podiatrist, and they gave me braces, and they gave me cushions for the bottoms of my feet, and one even went as far as to give me cortisone shot, and that didn't help any. The doctor didn't seem to know exactly what to do with me. I think I let it go as far as I did because I thought that I was going to get better, and I was in denial, I think. No one wants to think that they're getting old, so they think I can do what I could do 10 years ago, but you can't. Admitting that you need something done is probably the thing that's most important. All the things I love to do need to be on my feet. I belong to a honor guard where we walk on the uneven ground of the cemeteries that we go to. I'm on the rifle team, and I'm also a volunteer with the West Covina Police Department, and so we stand long hours. When I saw this in the paper, I thought, well, I better try something, and it's worked out very well for me. In the article, it said that, it told about neuropathy and that it could be reversed. And it's hard to believe. I came in here and talked to some of the patients that had been getting treated, and I was standing with this older man, and he said, a couple months ago I couldn't do what I'm doing right now. We're standing in the hallway. And he said, I can stand now, and I wasn't able to before. And so I thought, well, I'm going to give it a try. And sure enough, it worked for me. The treatments, I was impressed with all the new machines, the lights and all that. I was really impressed with that. Yeah, the procedure did not include any drugs or any pain. It was all pleasant. The young people that did the treatment, under the direction of the doctors and the nurses, were very upbeat and always smiling and always looking out and make sure that you were happy. They're all very pleasant to be around. So I look forward to coming for my treatment. After the treatment started about 2 weeks, I could feel the difference. I started going to get-togethers where we danced, and we loved to line dance, and I could line dance as well as I could when I was younger. So that's where I started to notice the difference. I can dance. Treatments improved my quality of life a lot because I can go back to what I was doing years ago. Anything that I could do with my feet before, I can do now. I wanted to be able to march, stand, and even stand on one foot that I can do now. So I have more balance, and I'm much more sure of myself when I walk on uneven ground. It's priceless. It's really priceless because no one wants to admit you're not able to do the things that you could do before. And now I'm honest when I say I can do the things I used to be able to do. I can stand. Anybody wants to talk to me for half hour, 45 minutes, stand talking, I can stand right there with them. It's improved my health, and I think I'll live longer because I'm able to move my body. There's no price for good health. There's nothing better than good health. And make up your own mind. Don't say, nah, I don't believe that. I don't think that could happen. You know, try it. You might like it. And I tried it, and I liked it.
Hey guys, let's go through the setup of your new lights. If you look along the light strip here on the front, you see a small area where there are no lights. This is the area where you place the toes into. So you place the foot flat on, you wrap this over the top of the foot. Remember not to stand up or try to walk around when you're wearing the lights. It will damage your lights. It comes with 2 Velcro strips. These Velcro strips are going to wrap around the foot. You want to get it nice and tight on the foot. It's very important. You place this up the back of the leg, and you wrap this around nice and tight on the leg itself. On the back, there's a small button. You place that button, you press it down for a count of 3. Lights will kick on. The lights stay on for 20 minutes. They shut off automatically. You're going to do 1 foot at a time. So guys, we've talked about the benefit of using the lights for treating neuropathy and things of that nature, but the lights offer a lot of benefit to any aches and pains you have. Think about a sore knee. You have some inflammation in that knee. It's causing some pain. So the lights, again, they reduce the inflammation. They help increase the blood flow, which helps your healing process speed up. So to treat something like a knee, you take the lights, you wrap them around. You take your Velcro strap and wrap it so it stays nice and secure. Then again, you push that button, 3 seconds, these lights kick on. They stay on for 20 minutes. And again, increasing blood flow, it's going to help reduce your pain. So you can keep it on for 20 minutes on this knee. You can move it to the other knee as needed. So guys, another one of the benefits with the lights, you take something like shoulder pain. Maybe you have some overuse from working out or whatever it might be, slept wrong, and you have some pain in that shoulder. If you're like most people, you're going to pop some over-the-counter medication to help reduce your inflammation, to help your body feel a little bit better. That's not doing anything to really benefit you, though. It's a temporary. So the lights are beneficial with that because, again, as we spoke about before, these lights, they stimulate your circulation. They help reduce the inflammation. If there's inflammation, there's pain. Helps reduce that inflammation, and it helps reduce the pain in the body naturally. So you take the lights,
You place them over your shoulder, take the Velcro strap, wrap it around to hold them in place, and again, you push that button. 3 seconds, these lights kick on. They stimulate a process called angiogenesis, helping your body grow new blood vessels, helping your body heal. Remember, it's important as well, I mentioned this earlier, you want to have these lights against bare skin at every possible opportunity. Hey guys, I want to talk about something else these lights are amazing for. Think about low back pain. A lot of us may commute for work, you sit at a computer all day long, and you have that chronic ache in the low back. A lot of people are using pain pills to deal with this, right? This is something we want to stimulate the blood flow, which is going to help reduce that inflammation in the body and help your body actually heal. So these lights are amazingly effective for that. Patients tend to love this. You take the lights, you wrap them around the low back, use the Velcro strap again to hold these lights into place. We push the button for 3 seconds, those lights kick on, and again we begin that healing process. It's very, very important to make sure these lights are directly on the skin. That's when you're going to get your most effective results. So other things you might be dealing with, you might be dealing with a headache, it's an occasional thing, or you may have chronic headaches. You want to help increase the blood flow to help reduce the inflammation in the body, to help your body heal and reduce that pain naturally. You want to stay away from medication at all possibility. So the lights are beneficial with that as well. You can utilize the lights, wrap them around the neck. You take it here, bring the Velcro strap across to hold the lights in place, and then you hold the button down, 3 seconds, lights turn on, and again, the lights are stimulating the blood flow. It's helping reduce the inflammation, which is thereby causing that pain. This way you're getting relief naturally. So you think about it, in conjunction with everything we've spoken about, the way the body functions, if you've got aches and pains going up and down the body in the back or shoulder, neck, things of that nature, it's going to end up with a headache. And we don't want to just go to the medication route for headaches, right? There's things, we want to increase that circulation, get blood flow moving, helping reduce that inflammation, reduce that throbbing headache, which reduces the pain. So the lights are very effective with that as well. So you can take the lights, you can place them around the head, bring them around, and again, tighten with the Velcro strap to keep them in place, and then you turn the lights on. So the lights, again, you press the button for 3 seconds, the lights kick on, they stay on for 20 minutes. This is something you most likely want to keep your eyes closed during this because it can be very bright, thereby exacerbating the headache, and we want to avoid that. You guys continue to use your lights to help your body heal. Thank you guys.
Hello, I'm Dr. O, and before we dive into the actual material regarding the eating plan, I want to address one thing. We have patients asking how much of the eating plan should they follow to get the best results. The percent in which you follow the eating plan is the percent in which you can expect results. How much better do you want to be? We are here to help you every step of the way to make this transition easy and smooth for you. We will be providing you with tools and resources. Both our doctors and all of our technicians are knowledgeable on the material. We will be providing you with a nutrition log so that we can help you every step of the way. You will bring this with you each office visit so we can be on the same page and so you can get one-on-one time with us. We want to help you with all nutrition wins and challenges. We want you to know that we are here to help debug any possible problems and help come up with alternative ideas. We will also be providing you with a simple one-page eating guide for your fridge. This is an easy cheat sheet with foods to avoid and foods to eat more of. We make this easy to put on your fridge for you to use as a daily guide and reminder. The goal of our eating plan is not weight loss. This is not a fad diet that you stop after you leave us. This is a lifestyle change to eliminate inflammation and increase your quality of life. Who here likes dieting? Not many people. Today we will be going over our new eating plan. We do not call this a diet because it's not a temporary change. It's a healthy lifestyle that you will be following, making changes one day at a time. We will be going over the reasons why we make these changes easy in your daily life. The number one reason why this is necessary to seeing results from your treatment is to decrease inflammation in the body. What does inflammation do to your body? Increased inflammation will cause decreased blood flow in the system. This can result in neuropathy and a number of other serious conditions. How many of you are on medications such as blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, etc.? The majority of the population is unfortunately on at least one or a few of these. Our goal is to decrease the dependency on these medications, which are harsh on the body. They have side effects, which we will discuss. The goal is to clear the body from toxins and make the body a healing environment to allow the nerves to respond better to the treatment. Here is the big picture of the inflammation that I will constantly be talking about and why we care so much about this. This top blood vessel is a healthy vessel with wide and open walls. It is getting a good amount of oxygen passing through and supplying the system. When the walls get thicker due to inflammation, how do you think the blood can get through this one versus this one? Not that good. If this is constantly inflamed due to a bad diet, grains, sugars, and bad lifestyle habits such as smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, then we see heart disease, neuropathy, peripheral artery disease, and other circulatory problems because of inflammation. Now, in regards to circulation, there are different types of blood vessels. There are big arteries such as the abdominal aorta, femoral arteries, and many more. In the case of peripheral neuropathy, the small vessels start to break down, not the big ones. Picture a tree with a big trunk, the big artery. They branch off to limbs and even smaller twigs. So when we talk about microcirculation causing peripheral neuropathy, we are talking about these small vessels, the capillaries. This is what causes the harmful inflammation. It is these small blood vessels that are affecting your microcirculation and helping to cause your symptoms. So what should you be eating? Protein, seafood, fruits, nuts, seeds, vegetables, healthy fats, and oils are all examples of wonderful healthy. The recipes we will be providing you with give you ideas on how to prepare these in so many different and delicious ways. Now you may be wondering why some of your favorite foods are not on this list. We will get to that. There is a reason that you are here in our office. Your body needs help healing. We are here to help you make that change. So what have you been eating that has contributed to your condition? You may be eating foods that are causing inflammation in your body, leading to one or several different chronic conditions. We will now identify those foods and provide alternatives for you. Let's start with the grains. In the 50s and 60s, we started doing hybridization. Hybridization means taking two molecules and adding them together to withstand harsh weather, bugs, make more crops with less money to be more profitable. Unfortunately, they never tested them for the human GI tract. And now we are seeing all these issues with the human GI system, such as gluten sensitivity and other problems. Gluten is not the problem here for us, but we are staying away from grains in general. I don't want you buying gluten-free bread loaves because even those are packed with all types of starches that cause the same reaction in the body to spike up the blood sugar and cause problems. Any carbs that you intake turns into sugar in the body and spikes up the blood sugar. That is why we are eliminating pasta and substituting it with spaghetti squash and zucchini noodles, and limiting rice consumption to only black rice in small amounts instead of bread. Try paleo bread. What? No bread? Yes, no bread or pasta or rice or corn. These are all grains that spike our blood sugar, cause inflammation, can lead to autoimmune issues and leaky gut syndrome. Also avoid white potatoes. What can you have instead? Paleo bread, black rice in moderation, and sweet potatoes. We understand that these changes may be difficult to make, but once you make them, you will be amazed at how your body reacts. How much sugar are you eating? Surprisingly, there is some type of sugar in almost everything that we consume. A recent study shows that the average American consumes about 130 to 160 pounds of sugar a year. This was not the case 100 years ago. Most foods we consume today are processed to stay fresh for a long time, and they are packed with sugar. Sugar is toxic to the brain. Studies show it is addictive and sparks up pleasure receptors in the brain. ABC Eyewitness News reports that sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine. The brain asks for more because once consumed, you have that feel-good chemical released that is serotonin. What else has a ton of sugar? Alcohol. Yes, all alcohol. Sugar is toxic to the body, but it is found in most foods and drinks as well. Let's get a visual on how much sugar we consume daily in juice, tea, and sodas. Let's talk about alternatives now. How about artificial sweeteners? Artificial sweeteners are neurotoxic, meaning they are basically poisons to your body. They cause a number of health problems listed here on this slide. The reason for that, they are artificial. They have high levels of aspartame that is toxic to the body. Some examples of those would be Sweet and Low, Equal, Splenda, and NutraSweet. A study conducted in 2008 at Purdue University tested rats exposed to yogurt sweetened with sugar versus yogurt sweetened with artificial sweetener. The rats exposed to the artificial sweetener gained more weight, put on more body fat, and were prone to overeat, and were unable to reverse these effects when they cut back later. Your body recognizes that it should eat sweet food in moderation and is built to recognize sugar, not artificial sweeteners. So, no more sweeteners in my coffee? You can still sweeten your coffee, just with something that your body actually recognizes. So what are some natural alternatives that we can incorporate in our diet? Stevia is the best type of sweetener that is a South African plant and now is being used as a sweetener. It is all natural and does not spike the blood sugar and cause inflammation. It comes in different forms like Truvia and can be found anywhere. Another great substitute is raw organic honey. What types of fruits should you have, since fruits contain lots of sugar? To make this simple, we are leaning toward the berries. All berries are great. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, goji berries, blackberries, boysenberries, etc. They are high in antioxidants, which means they detoxify the system for better healing. Cherries are also low in sugar content. As far as apples, we stick with green apples because of the sugar content. Bananas, they are high in sugar. However, if you eat unripe green bananas, the sugar content is actually half as much as a brown ripe banana. Avocados, believe it or not, avocado is a fruit. They have high amounts of omega-3s and good fats, which are great for nerve healing. We will provide you a list of fruits you can eat and which ones to stay away from, so that you can have an easy guide to follow. Dairy products have been the healthy choice for as long as we can remember. We were told that dairy products are a good source of calcium, good for the bones. So why would dairy be bad for you? Unfortunately, our cows nowadays are pumped with tons of antibiotics and hormones. They are fed corn, whereas before they fed simply grass and were naturally grown. Dairy products nowadays cause inflammation response and are acidic, which is not good for osteoporosis and bone growth and health. It causes intestinal inflammation, which causes the body to be unable to absorb any nutrients in the GI system. Also causes mucus secretion in other cavities in the body, which causes ear infection, tonsillitis, sinus infection, etc. Here are some great alternatives for milk dairy products. Almond milk, coconut milk, flaxseed milk. You can buy these at any market. Make sure they are not sweetened because they do come in chocolate and vanilla flavors. Also, raw organic cow milk is another option. It is organic, which means the cow was grass-fed and free of hormones. Also, it did not go through pasteurization process. Is soy milk okay to drink? Soy products are the most genetically modified products that we have now. It causes inflammation and interferes and aggravates the system. It causes hormone imbalance in our body as well. So we are to stay away from soy products, soy milk, tofu, soybeans, etc. How much water should we be drinking a day? 8 glasses? It's different for everybody. The right amount of water that your body needs depends on your weight. To make this simple, it should be half your weight in ounces. If you weigh 100 pounds, you should be drinking 50 ounces a day. If you weigh 200 pounds, you will need about 100 ounces a day. The human body is made up of 75% water. Our blood contains 82% water. We need to stay hydrated for faster healing. Other beverages will not replace water. If plain water doesn't excite you, feel free to add berries or citrus slices. Do you know cholesterol is necessary for a lot of functions within the body? These include brain function, nervous system repair, hormone regulation, and digestion. The reason that we care about this is because cholesterol is necessary for the nerve function. The outer layer of nerves, the myelin sheath, is made up of fats and cholesterol. If you don't have enough of them, they'll start to break down. The way we have controlled this is to medicate ourselves. The majority of the population is on some type of statin now to lower their cholesterol levels. These medications can unfortunately cause nerve damage and contribute to your neuropathy. If you're on any statin medication, Lipitor, Crestor, Zocor, or many more that end in statin, you may want to have a talk with your doctor to consider lowering the dosage. Eventually, after following an anti-inflammatory lifestyle, your test results should show a drop in your cholesterol levels. This can result in you reducing or maybe no longer needing your cholesterol medication at all. This happens almost daily with our patients simply by following the eating plan. Some supplements that we can take to help ourselves to faster healing would be vitamin D, coenzyme Q10, and omega-3s. Let's talk about them in more detail. So here is a little bit more about coenzyme Q10. Our bodies make coenzyme Q10 and our cells use it to produce energy for cell growth and maintenance. It repairs damaged tissue and it acts as an antioxidant to protect our cells from harmful molecules. Did you know that coenzyme Q10 is what protects the myelin sheath on our nerves? We recommend patients who are currently on statins to add coenzyme Q10 to their daily supplement intake at a dosage of 200 milligrams per day. Omega-3s. Omega-3 fatty acids lower blood pressure in people with hypertension. They help level out cholesterol levels, decrease inflammation, and repair the damaged nerves, since the outer layer of our nerve, the myelin sheath, is made up of cholesterol. We can find them in a variety of foods. They are potent in most fish and seafood. For those of you who do not like seafood, no problem. They can be found in flax seeds, walnuts, coconuts, chia seeds, etc. Or you can simply take fish oil supplements from any stores. Superfoods are the types of foods that are nutrient rich and are beneficial for faster healing of the body. Some examples are chia seeds. Chia seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids that help with nerve healing. You may incorporate this in your diet by either simply drinking it mixed with water or adding it in breakfast or salads. Coconut oil is a great substitute for cooking. It is great for brain function and overall health. Flax seeds are great for digestive system because they are high in fiber. They are very rich in antioxidants and they help fight heart disease, cancer, stroke, and diabetes. Other examples of superfoods are goji berries, kale, spirulina, and acai berries. Make any of these that are accessible to you part of your daily diet. The crock pot. We want to make this as simple as possible for you. We understand that with neuropathy, standing for long periods of time and cooking is not a simple task, especially if you have to take care of other obligations such as grandkids, jobs, and attending to other doctor's appointments. So here's an idea. Gather all your ingredients and then sit down and chop them up. We will provide you with several crock-pot meals as well as to help in this area. We have great recipes for different types of breakfast ideas in our recipe book. Most of them are egg-based. These include various types of omelets with or without bacon or other meats. For patients that don't like eggs, we also have great options. Oatless oatmeal, paleo cereal with almond milk or coconut milk, or paleo pancake mix. These can all be purchased at either paleo stores or websites. Paleo bread makes a wonderful bread toast replacement. These are grain, gluten-free, and can be flaxseed bread. Coconut bread and almond bread. Stores such as Whole Foods, Sprouts, and several websites make these easy to obtain. The most cost-effective way to eat these breads is simply to make your own. It's fun, cost-effective, and allows you to get creative. Paleo crackers from our great recipe book or the store make great snacks. Other great examples include nuts, trail mix, berry fruit salad, root vegetable chips, and seasonal veggies. All meats are allowed. Fish and seafood. We want wild-caught fish. Farm-raised fish are pumped with hormones and antibiotics. These chemicals and hormones cause inflammation, have less nutritional value, affect your own body's hormone levels. Look for wild-caught fish. As far as beef, choose grass-fed cows. Again, corn-fed cows are pumped full of antibiotics and hormones, which we do not need. Chicken, cage-free for the same reasons. Again, we need to stick to water. Flavor it if you need to with citrus or berries. For those who prefer soda, try replacing sodas with Perrier or Pellegrino. For those who like chocolate milk, try unsweetened cocoa powder in almond or coconut milk. If you prefer sweet, try honey or stevia. We want you to understand that this is a lifestyle change. The nutrition plan is so important in conjunction with your treatment to help heal your body and maintain that healthy environment. We are here to help you get started and make these changes with you. We are all here for you, but you are responsible for your own part at home and away from the office. We will do our part and we will hold you responsible and accountable for your part. We are in this together as a team for you. Should I stop taking my medications? No. Take your medications as prescribed. They're there for a reason. The only one who should take you off those medications would be the one who gave them to you. Can I have tea? Yes, you can have tea, but there's a caveat to that. We recommend that you go with green tea. Green tea is rich in antioxidants, which helps clean out free radicals in your body. And please avoid the sugary sweet teas. Can I have butter? Yes, you can have butter, but make sure that it's grass-fed butter. Grass-fed butter is healthy for you because we need fats in our diet, and that is a healthy fat from a grass-fed cow. Can I have beans? You can have beans, but we recommend severe moderation with the beans. What should I do when I eat out at restaurants? When you eat out at restaurants, try chicken, steak, fish, eggs, vegetables, and salads. Often I get asked, can I have fill in the blank? The answer is read the label. A few buzzwords we want to look for are hormone and antibiotic free, grass-fed, and wild-caught.
This is the Men's Health Bundle. It includes one Men's Health Light, one Men's Health Pump with water-based lubricant, and our Men's Health Supplemental Formula. All of these work in conjunction to optimize your healing.
I'm going to show you how to use our Men's Health Light. Step 1. Remove the light from the box and use the included charger to ensure the light is charged prior to use. And when charging, the indicator light will flash red. Step 2. Have user disrobe. Then, wrap the stretchable band around their waist. The band will slide into the slots and Velcro together on the sides of the device. Step 3. Roll the device into a hollow tube around the outside of the penis and use magnets to secure it. Step 4. If treating for less than the standard 16-minute treatment time, get a stopwatch and start the countdown. Then proceed to Step 5. If treating for the full 16 minutes, proceed to Step 5 now. Step 5. Quickly press the power button to turn the device on. The treatment will last 16 minutes and the device will turn off. Now, if you need to stop the device early, press and hold the power button for 3 seconds to turn the device off. I have a variety of lights that are from our competitors, whether they claim to sell to medical providers or even lights purchased on Amazon. I want to walk you through some of the differences in a Bedrock light versus these other lights to show you exactly what makes our lights high quality and the best on the market. Here's a competitor's light that is very popular and many years ago was even featured in some studies. But a few of the problems with this light are you can't even tell that it's on with your naked eye. And many practitioners switch to a Bedrock light just because they want to have the peace of mind that the patient is actually receiving treatment and not just a placebo if the light malfunctions, which does happen. The second thing about this light is it's limited design. It makes it difficult to apply to other areas of the body. And the price tag on this light is also much higher for providers than a Bedrock light. This light I have here is also more expensive than the Bedrock light. Its treatment area is only 12 inches compared to the 96-inch treatment area of the Bedrock lights. And finally, you can see here that it's a hard shell light. It doesn't provide any flexibility, unlike the Bedrock lights that can move and adapt to be fitted to almost anywhere on the body. One way to easily see the difference in the efficacy of the light is to show you a thermal image of a foot before and after each light. The difference is truly astonishing, and you can really see why the details of the light and the quality matter. I won't waste your time going through all these other lights from Amazon, but we've bought and tested them all, as part of our ongoing product research. And time again, Bedrock Bioscience outperforms all the competitors. One of the main reasons that providers switch to using Bedrock Bioscience lights is that the patients love them. They can see and feel them working. They can use them for several different ailments, all with one light pad. A win-win for everyone.